Hello everyone, this is Lock9. Welcome back to the Great Builds YouTube channel. And today we're going to be working inside the LEGO City over by the Spaceport. So let's take a ride on the train to get there. Now here's the Spaceport all set up. Now in the previous video of my LEGO City I did mention a little bit about the Spaceport, as I put in the foundation for it in that video, as I was focusing mainly on the stream or river section of the LEGO City during that video, so I didn't have time to fully implement the Spaceport. But now after working through the parts that I had, I put most of the stuff from the previous Spaceport here. Now the idea is I wanted the Spaceport over here away from the rest of the city, so that way the spaceship's pollution when the spaceship launches would not affect the people living in the city. But I did want to add some realism to this, so I did make a little bit of an area here that will add some polluted colored water to later, as if the amount of smoke coming through the area in the grates down here would be flowing into the river a little bit. However, most things in the city are powered by electricity, so that's probably the only pollution we'll see in this LEGO City layout entirely, aside from maybe the steam train. Now, you might be wondering, why is the observatory in the previous layout not here? Or if you're not familiar with the space observatory that came with the LEGO City set, I've actually moved it over into the city, and you might have seen it over here in some of the previous videos, and even in the train ride on the way over here. I wanted to move this observatory over to this side of the city, so that way it could be accessed by the roadways of the city, and so that people driving by could go and visit the observatory, sort of like a, I guess, planetarium style of place to go to. But the rest of the stuff for the Spaceport remains over here. It's all the same stuff. We've got the command center, we've got the space rover that can observe the rocks that they bring back from space. We have the space shuttle on top of the giant rocket, and it's definitely... So here are the modifications I've made to finish off this project for the day. First of all, you can see that we've added some polluted water over here just by using some dark brown transparent tiles, and I made it so that it flows out of the side of the area where the grates are, so you can imagine that's where it's coming from. But I also added a couple of other small details, like a little package out back, as if they're receiving some deliveries, and of course, the most important thing for when you're having to do a giant space operation is a lot of fuel. And while there's already pumps for the fuel inside the back there that came in the actual set, you can actually build your own fuel tanks using these giant dome pieces that I originally got from my white LEGO train. It's now been dismantled because the motor doesn't work anymore. And what I've done is I've also added a couple of colors to the outside. I'm using the colors of Octam, which is LEGO City's official, like, oil company, so to speak. It doesn't really make sense for this universe since this city's based off of Ninjago, but this is just what I had the colors for, and I figured would make the most sense, and it's the most recognizable LEGO oil brand, so that's what I've used. And you can see there's a steering wheel to, like, open the valve and start filling up the tank of the spaceship. But you can see here I've used a little white cord piece, and this actually isn't from LEGO. This is a piece that I got from BlockTech, which is another competitor brand, and it's actually pretty good because their flexible tubing is much more flexible than LEGO's and is much less likely to break off one end when you're bending it in very tough twists like this. So it allows me to get a very cool twist and put it into the ground over by the spaceship. But that just about does it for everything I've done for this space state area here. We're all ready to launch a spaceship whenever we want to, and of course, we're one step closer to making this LEGO City even better. Now, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned till next time. I have a couple of other fun videos coming up soon in the LEGO City, as well as a couple of LEGO reviews. It's been a while since I've done LEGO reviews, but there are a couple of sets that I feel warrant a good review because they're such good sets, and I felt like they deserve a shout out. So stay tuned for those videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.